You're listening to the Taheebo Tea Club radio show, hosted by Milan Vukovic, founder of the Taheebo Tea Club.
Welcome to the Taheebo Tea Club radio show. Our program's on Friday from 11 a.m. till noon and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. are live listener call-in shows. The listener that we're talking to at the present time, we're talking about where the tea comes from and the fact that it's been around for at least 5,000 years and that the Callaway tribe in the rainforest of Brazil uses it. They're the medicine people for the other tribes of Brazil. And our American government actually knows about this tree. And when we were building the Panama Canal and having problems with malaria, they actually went down to the rainforest and picked up the tribal people from the Callaway tribe and brought them with the Taheebo tea to Panama to treat people that had malaria. So, when the coronavirus hit, we had a very good indication that it was going to be effective against the coronavirus because we knew it was effective against malaria. We knew it was effective against herpes. We knew it was effective against the HIV virus. And we thought it was going to be effective against the coronavirus, and as it turns out, it has. Are you currently drinking our tea, or do you have any particular concerns that you'd like to address personally?
I drink it occasionally, but I'm going to be drinking more of it. And you mentioned it helps asthma. And yep. Could you elaborate on that a bit?
Yeah. With asthma, it's absolutely tremendous because with asthma, what happens is you drink the tea and you won't need to use an inhaler if you sometimes use an inhaler. We had a case in Texas where a pharmacist who lives in Houston bought 8 pounds of the tea for his mom who lives on a ranch halfway between Houston and Dallas. About 2 months later, I get a call from the pharmacist's brother. And he says, I live on the ranch with our mom, and, the pharmacist's brother bought the tea, and you sent it to us, and mom's drinking it because she's got lung cancer. She says, but it's too early to tell if it's doing something for her lung cancer. But I got to tell you, our sister, she's got asthma. She lives in the city, and because of mom's condition, she comes home every Friday and then goes back to the city to work on Monday. And while she's with us, she drinks the tea because it tastes great, and we, make a whole big batch of it. And she never has to use your inhaler. And when she goes back to the city, she has to use an inhaler again. I said, well, don't be a fool, man. You got 8 packages of the tea. Send one package with her back to the city. What the heck?
Yes.
Anyhow, I've got to get to the next line. It's been a pleasure hearing from you. Good morning, listener. You're live on the air with Milan Vukovic.
My name is Donna.
Donna, most excellent, fantastic, and great. We finally got a little bit of rain in Southern California. Do you know how much we got yesterday?
How much?
1/10 of 1 inch.
That's not very much.
No. And I'm reading the morning newspaper before going into work today, right? And they've declared an emergency cold warning for Southern California because today's high is going to be 55, and the low is going to be 40.
Oh my goodness, that's warm out here in Colorado. We go play at the park when it's 55 degrees.
No kidding. I grew up in Canada. I mean, that's like a summer day in Canada. I'm going, seriously? These people are issuing an emergency cold warning? It's going to be 55 degrees?
That's great.
Donna, what's on your mind?
I'm calling in to share my story with the tea. I just used it this last week. My uncle actually had it, and I've been suffering with some dental issues and ended up getting a really bad infection in my mouth this last week. So much pain. Nothing was working to help it. Just like swishing warm salt water in my mouth wasn't helping. The infection was getting bigger. Yep. And it got worse over the weekend when all the dentists are, not in their office. And so he sent the tea over to me, and I read the booklet and downed it right away. And within 4 or 5 hours, the huge, pocket of pus and infection in my mouth was gone. and just out of there. I still was in pain, but it went away, and I was in quite a bit of pain still throughout the night, and kept my emergency dentist appointment I had in the morning, and they were kind of like dumbfounded, like they couldn't see what I had been talking about that was going on all weekend. They said, I just see kind of some swelling and some inflammation here. I don't see the pus that you're talking about. I'm sorry that you're in so much pain, but I don't really see what you're talking about. So best guess is that it got kind of deep and went to some of my nerve is why I was experiencing so much pain. So I went ahead and was put on antibiotics as well. But, I mean, for 5-6 days I was suffering, and literally this huge, wasn't an abscess, but literally like a big infection in my mouth, and nothing was making it go away, and the tea helped it within literally less than 6 hours. It was amazing.
Oh, absolutely the case. The tea is absolutely phenomenal for tooth infections. I tell people, if you want to see the tea work magic, find somebody who's got a tooth infection, have them take a swig of the tea, hold it in their mouth for 2 minutes, and see what happens. And like you said, if you drink a glass an hour over the course of 4 or 5 hours, I mean, the pain will go away. But you haven't knocked out enough bacteria yet. So if you stop drinking the tea, the pain will come back. But that's okay. You've got the tea. It tastes great. Just keep drinking the tea. And anytime that particular tooth that's infected, has some pain or hurts, just hold the tea on that side of the mouth for like a minute or two before swallowing.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with Milan and more from the Taheebo Tea Club radio show in just a minute.
Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea helps build red corpuscles in the blood which carry oxygen to our organs and cells. Our organs and cells need oxygen to regenerate themselves. The immune system needs oxygen to develop, and cancer dies in oxygen. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com, or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea comes from the only tree in the world that fungus does not grow on. As a result, it naturally has antifungal, anti-infection, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammation, and anti-parasite properties. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com, or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com.
Welcome back to the Taheebo Tea Club radio show. Now, we've got Donna on the air, and she was telling us about her experience with her tooth infection. Now, Donna, did you mention that you got the tea from your uncle, was it?
Yeah, correct. And I'm sorry, my name's Jenna. I must have said it a little wrong at the beginning.
Not a problem whatsoever, and my apologies, Jenna.
No
Now,
worries.
what is the primary reason that your uncle is drinking the tea?
I'm not sure. He's really in good health, but he is really smart and into all kinds of holistic things. And so I don't know how long he's had his hands on your tea, but he talked about it and told my mom about it right away when she was talking about what I was going through. And then we got in touch, and he hooked me up with it. So I think probably just to maintain his health is why he's using it. He's quite in good health himself.
Yeah. Well, like you said, he's a smart man. I mean, that one of my customers says, it's too late to plant the garden once you're hungry. So it's not a bad idea to take care of ourselves before we get that way. Well, thank you so much for calling, Donna.
Yeah,
Jenna.
can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Just curious, reading the information with the tea, I was noticing kids 3 and above, it's recommended for use. What about kids that are under 3, like 2 years old, 9 months old? I have a 9-month-old and a 2-year-old.
Right. Kids that are under 3 years old have different nutritional needs than a child that's 3 or above. So that's why we don't recommend it. The only time that a child under 3 should drink it is if the child has a life-threatening disease, like we had this case where a 18-month-old in Corpus Christi, Texas, had cancer that was just ravaging his body. They were actually even feeding him through a tube directly into his stomach. And his parents called up and I said, hey, listen, the only chance you've got is to feed the baby the tea through the tube into his stomach. And miraculously, the baby recovered. So that's the only reason that we say not under 3s, because they just have different nutritional needs, like mother's milk, that sort of thing.
Okay. Gotcha. Great.
Good morning, listener. You're live on the air with Milan Vukovic. What's on your mind?
Hey, Milan, this is Rob out of Colorado. How are you doing today?
I'm doing most excellent, fantastic, and great. And yourself?
Oh, the same. Actually, I'm getting really excited. I keep hearing all your testimonials from everybody. Man, it just sounds super. I'm looking forward to trying it out. Haven't tried it yet. So I've got really super long hair, and I was thinking that since I plug my drain in my shower like every other day, so this ought to help my hair loss a little bit.
Oh, dramatically. A couple of weeks ago, I was telling the listeners about this lady from San Bernardino that called up, and she says, my friend has a Chihuahua, and she's given the tea to her Chihuahua, and her Chihuahua doesn't shed hair anymore. And she says, since I have a Chihuahua, she gave me some of the tea, and I'll be darned, my Chihuahua doesn't shed any hair anymore. And I go, well, I don't know anything about Chihuahuas since I have a Siberian Husky. I said, do Chihuahuas really shed a lot? Oh, yeah, they shed like crazy normally. I said, okay. So I says, I learned something new about my own tea. 2 hours later, a woman from Dallas, Texas calls up, and I'm telling her, hey, I learned something about my own tea today. And I'm telling her the Chihuahua story. And she says to me, you didn't know that? I go, no, man, I don't know nothing about Chihuahuas. What do I know about Chihuahuas? I got a Siberian Husky, right? And she goes, well, she says, you've obviously never met me since I'm in Dallas. I've been a customer of yours now for 2 years. And she says, before becoming a customer of yours, she says, I used to lose a lot of hair because I have long hair. And when I was showering, I would lose a lot of hair in the shower. When I was brushing, I would lose a lot of hair in the shower. Since I started drinking your tea, I hardly lose any hair at all. And not only that, my nails are now strong like concrete.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's huge.
And I go, what about your diabetes? Oh, that's good too, she says, but my nails and my hair look great.
Well, that's something you've got to just be super excited getting all these calls from all these testimonials of everybody having such great success. I mean, that's fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you what is truly gratifying, and what's really most gratifying about it is that we're not doing anything to adulterate the tea. What we're doing is we're delivering you the original product. We harvest it in the rainforest of Brazil from the inner bark of the Taheebo tree, and you're getting the highest quality, highest potency. We put it on a 40-foot container. Each 40-foot container holds 16,000 kilos, which is 35,000 pounds. We bring multiple containers at a time back here to the Port of Los Angeles. Now, recently, of course, it's been trying because of the supply chain problems, but we have been managing to get tea in some shape, form, or other, and get it to our warehouse here in LA, and then we ship it directly, to customers. So, what the gratifying part is that God put this plant on earth for us to find and to use, and that's all we're doing. And so, when we hear from people calling us, sometimes, it is. You're so right about how gratifying it is. Sometimes people call up and say, Milan, I just want to thank you for giving me my life back. And you go, oh my God, you feel like sinking, into the ground.
Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea comes from the only tree in the world that fungus does not grow on. As a result, it naturally has antifungal, anti-infection, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammation, and anti-parasite properties. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea helps build red corpuscles in the blood which carry oxygen to our organs and cells. Our organs and cells need oxygen to regenerate themselves. The immune system needs oxygen to develop, and cancer dies in oxygen. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com.
We're not doing anything that's rocket science, but we are delivering the pure product, which in the United States is something special, because all these sellers of all this crap on Amazon, at the Whole Food stores and everything, they're not even selling real olive oil. We've been making olive oil for 5,000 years. We all know what it is. Yet 75% of the olive oil that's sold in the United States is not what it's labeled. I mean, that should be criminal.
It should be.
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole nother show.
Absolutely. Anything else on your mind?
I'm going to send some out to my kids in Connecticut, too, and I've got a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old grandson. They've got a little puppy, so I think this ought to help them out, too.
Absolutely the case. Well, it's almost near the end of the show, so please stay in touch, because the only way we can help more people is to hear back from your experience.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. What's the difference between Pau D'Arco and Taheebo? The answer is there is none. They're synonymous terms. Taheebo is the name the indigenous people in the Amazon rainforest call the tea, and when the Portuguese came to colonize Brazil some 600 years ago, they of course also stumbled across this tree because it never gets sick, it never gets infected, and it never gets infested. As a result, the wood from this tree also happens to be the very hardest wood in the world. I mean, it's like concrete and practically twice as hard as the next hardest wood. So the wood from the Taheebo tree was used for bows and arrows, because you could bend it as much as you want and it wouldn't break. So the Portuguese named the tree Pau D'Arco. Pau in Portuguese means strong, and arco, of course, means arch, so they literally called it the strong bow stick. On our packaging and in our literature, we therefore make reference to the fact that the Taheebo Tea Club is the manufacturer of only one product, original, pure Pau D'Arco Taheebo Tea. That's actually the reason I started the Taheebo Tea Club, was because I got frustrated with the poor quality available at the Whole Foods, the health foods, the supermarkets, not to mention now the online resellers. Our product doesn't come from Amazon.com. It comes from the Amazon rainforest. Since we're the manufacturer, we have the tea harvested in the rainforest, put on 40-foot containers. Each container holds 16,000 kilos, which is 35,000 pounds. Put the containers on ocean-bound ships, which we bring here to Los Angeles, and then from our warehouse here, we ship directly to you. So the product that you get is the highest quality Pau D'Arco Taheebo available anywhere in the world. Now, since the Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Taheebo tea comes from the only tree in the world that fungus doesn't grow on, it naturally has antifungal, anti-infection, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammation, and anti-parasite properties. Parasites would be something like stomach problems or Lyme's disease. Inflammation would be something like rheumatoid arthritis or lupus. Infection would be any infection from a tooth infection to a bladder infection. Bacteria would be any bacteria from gum disease to stomach issues. Viral would be something like herpes, HIV, or the coronavirus. And fungus would be something like toenail fungus, yeast, or candida. But maybe more importantly, Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea builds corpuscles in the blood, which carry oxygen to our organs and cells. Our organs and cells need oxygen to regenerate themselves. Our immune system needs oxygen to develop, and cancer happens to die on oxygen. The tea is great for healthy people, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to infection, diabetes, or cancer. Our tea has no contraindications with any food, supplement, or medications. It's naturally caffeine-free and can be drank in any quantity throughout the day by anyone over the age of 3. In my family, everyone from my 23-year-old son to my 89-year-old father drinks the tea all day, every day instead of water. I just drink water 3 or 4 times a week when I get tired of drinking a tea. Taheebo tea naturally helps the body, the organs, and the immune system to heal themselves to be doing what they're supposed to be doing in the first place. Besides the beneficial properties that I already mentioned, since the tea works through the bloodstream, it helps fortify the blood for those who are anemic, while cleansing the blood of cholesterol, helping to control high blood pressure and blood sugar. Now, if you're currently taking medications for a condition, please continue taking the medication until your measurements are at a level where your doctor tells you to reduce the level of medication. For example, if you're diabetic, you should be taking your blood sugar level daily in order to know your current dose of insulin, and you already know how to adjust it. Well, thank you so much for listening. It's been a truly gratifying show. We're happy to hear people's successes, because what we can do is share those successes with you, our listeners. And, we know that tea can be tremendously beneficial, for a lot of people, as you hear. But we also have to be realistic. That's not going to work on everybody. If it did, there'd be no disease in the world. But to have a 90% success ratio, for example, with diabetes, is absolutely fantastic. Now, why it doesn't work on the other 10%, I don't know. But the only way to find out, of course, is to drink the tea. Now, for more information about Taheebo Tea or to order, visit our website, TaheeboTeaClub.com. The first word Taheebo is spelled T-A-H-E-E-B-O. The second word is tea, spelled T-E-A. The third word is club, spelled C-L-U-B, then .com. So the complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com. And the only tricky thing is spelling Taheebo, which is spelled T like Tom, A like Apple, H like Henry, E like Edward, E like Edward again, B like board, and finally O like ocean. So altogether, that's TaheeboTeaClub.com. Or call 818-610-8088. Our Los Angeles office is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Saturday, California time. That's area code 818-610-8088. Our telephone number, one more time, is 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. Or, of course, you can visit our internet site, TaheeboTeaClub.com, 24 hours a day. We welcome you to give us a call because, as you might know, we learn a lot about our own product through customers calling us in regards to their dogs, toenail fungus, diabetes, all different kinds of cancer cases. And once again, our telephone number is 818-610-8088. Another place you can get information about our tea is from our radio programs. You can listen to past programs on iHeartRadio. Just download the free iHeartRadio app on your cell phone, or if you're on your computer, just go to iHeartRadio, and in the search engine of the app or iHeart's webpage, simply search for Taheebo, and we'll be the only ones, so that's us. Thank you so much for listening, and tune in tomorrow on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., or, of course, next Friday from 11 a.m. till noon, and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for listening.
Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea comes from the only tree in the world that fungus does not grow on. As a result, it naturally has antifungal, anti-infection, antiviral, antibacterial, anti-inflammation, and anti-parasite properties. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo Tea Club's original pure Pau D'Arco Super Tea helps build red corpuscles in the blood which carry oxygen to our organs and cells. Our organs and cells need oxygen to regenerate themselves. The immune system needs oxygen to develop, and cancer dies in oxygen. So the tea is great for healthy people because it helps build the immune system, and it can truly be miraculous for someone fighting a potentially life-threatening disease due to an infection, diabetes, or cancer. The tea is also organic and naturally caffeine-free. A 1-pound package of tea is $49.95, which includes shipping. To order, please visit TaheeboTeaClub.com. Taheebo is spelled T like Tom, A-H-E-E-B like boy, O, then continue with the word tea and then the word club. The complete website is TaheeboTeaClub.com or call us at 818-610-8088, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. California time. That's 818-610-8088, TaheeboTeaClub.com.